"Your daughter isn't disabled," the boy said. "It's your fiancé who prevents her." The wealthy man in the navy blue suit freezes as a homeless boy points at him and shouts, "Your daughter isn't disabled. It's your fiancé who prevents her." The 9-year-old girl sits trapped in her wheelchair. The millionaire stands in disbelief. What did this street kid witness? Why would his She wore an elegant cream blazer and matching skirt, her dark hair styled flawlessly. "Darling!" she called out, then noticed Marcus. Her smile faltered. "Richard, who is this child?" "This is Marcus. He has something to tell you," Richard said evenly. Before Victoria could respond, Richard pulled out his phone. "Actually, Victoria, I made a few calls while waiting for you. Let me put someone on speaker." He dialed and waited. A nervous male voice answered. "Mr. Crawford?" "Dr. Harrison, thank you for calling back. My fiancée is here now. Could you repeat what you just told me?" There was a long pause. Victoria's face went rigid. "Mr. Crawford, I need to come clean." Dr. Harrison's voice cracked through the speaker. "About 8 months ago, a woman approached me. She offered me $50,000 to alter my medical assessment of your daughter's condition." "What woman?" Richard asked, his eyes locked on Victoria's increasingly pale face. "Your fiancée, Victoria Monroe. She said she needed Emily's condition to appear permanent for insurance purposes," she claimed. "I knew it was wrong, but I was in debt, and she was very persuasive. She paid me $20,000 up front and promised the rest after you two married." Victoria took a step backward. "Richard, this is ridiculous." "I'm not finished," Richard said coldly. He pressed another number. "And neither is my pharmacist." A woman's voice came through. "Mr. Crawford, I've reviewed Emily's prescription history as you requested. We've filled her vitamin prescription 6 times in the past year. Every single bottle contained yellow vitamin D, 3 capsules, 1,000 IU each. We have detailed records and batch numbers. And if someone wanted to replace those vitamins with something else?" Richard asked. "Well, the bottles have safety seals. Someone would have to break the seal, empty the contents, and refill with different pills. It would be obvious tampering." Victoria's hands were shaking now. "Richard, please, let me explain." Richard held up his hand, silencing her. He made one more call. "Detective Morrison?" "Yes, I'm here at the park with my daughter and my fiancé. I need you to hear this." He turned to Marcus. "Show her the photograph." Marcus handed over the crumpled photo. Victoria took it, and fear flashed across her face before she laughed dismissively. "This could be anyone. You're listening to some street urchin over your own fiancé?" "The pills, Victoria," Richard said quietly. "Emily's vitamins are supposed to be yellow, but I checked her bottle. They're white." "The white pills are sedatives," Marcus spoke up clearly. "I looked them up at the library. They make people weak and tired and unable to concentrate." Richard pulled a small plastic bag from his jacket pocket. Inside were several white pills. "I took these from Emily's vitamin bottle this morning. I'm having them analyzed, but Marcus already identified them. Alprazolam, prescription sedatives, strong ones." "You had no right to go through my things." Victoria's composure finally shattered completely. "Your things?" Richard's voice was ice. "These came from Emily's medication bottle, the one you've been managing for the past 8 months. The one you insisted on organizing because you said I was too stressed to handle her medical routine." Victoria's eyes darted around, looking for an escape route. Park visitors had stopped to watch the confrontation unfold. "Detective Morrison is still on the line," Richard said, holding up his phone. "He's heard everything, and he's on his way with officers to take your statement." Victoria's knees seemed to buckle slightly. The elegant woman in the cream blazer looked suddenly small and trapped. "You've been drugging my daughter," Richard said, voice shaking with rage, "keeping her weak, keeping her believing she can't walk, so you could position yourself as her indispensable caregiver." "That's insane!" Victoria's voice rose with panic. "Why would I—" "The trust," Richard cut her off. "Emily's $30 million trust. If she's permanently disabled, requiring lifelong care, the appointed caregiver gained significant control and access once we married." Victoria's face went pale. "I loved you," Richard said, voice breaking. "I thought you loved Emily." "No," Emily's small voice cut through. Everyone looked at her. "No more listening to her, Daddy?" Emily's hands gripped the wheelchair armrests. Her knuckles turned white. "Emily, what are you doing?" Richard asked, alarmed. "Marcus is right," Emily said, trembling but determined. "She told me I'd never walk again, every time you left us alone, and the pills made me so tired I started to believe her." "Emily, stop," Victoria said sharply. "You'll hurt yourself." "I'm not broken," Emily said, and pushed herself up from the wheelchair. Her legs shook violently. Richard lunged forward, but Emily held up a hand. "No, Daddy, I need to do this." She stood, wobbling, barely supporting her weight. But she was standing. Marcus moved closer, offering his hand. Emily took it. Together they took one step, then another. "It hurts," Emily whispered, "but I'm standing." Emily managed 3 steps before her legs gave out. Richard caught her, holding his daughter, as sobs racked them both.